Let's look at Microsoft Excel's Remove Duplicates feature. So the first thing is, where do we find this feature? If we click Data on the ribbon and we move over to right here, we find it. Delete duplicate rows from a sheet. And we can specify which columns should be checked in order to define our rules. So we know that it deletes rows based on conditions. The first step is we need to select our data. However, you could select the data with the mouse or different tips like Control Shift. Hold down the Control key, hold down the Shift key, the right arrow button, hold down Control and Shift keys, down arrow button. You could also, if the data is all together, there's no blank rows or blank columns, it's all like this, you could simply click anywhere within the range, and up here just click on the button, and this pops up, this little box, and it's asking us a few questions here. So first of all, does your data have headers at the top? So this is just a little title, region, sales, and date. So we want to press that because we don't want that to be included in any kind of process in the logic to delete the rows. The next thing we have these two buttons here. By default they're all highlighted, but I could check that to remove them for all of them, or select all of them at the same time, or just manually select one at a time. So if we leave all three of these highlighted, all three fields, region, sales, and date, like this, pressing this button means we want to delete rows if it's exactly the same item, the same text for the region, the same sales number on the same date. So it would have to be exactly the same, two rows. Doesn't matter where it is, but they're exactly the same, and Excel will delete one and keep the other. So let's click the OK button with all three fields selected, and look what it says. 5 duplicate values found and removed, and there's 2,133 unique values remaining. So I click that. Let's just undo that. And what if we want to go back in here, click that again. Let's say we only want to keep, we'll deselect, and we want to keep one row per region. So we've got the words north, east, south, and west repeating hundreds of times in here. And if you only want to keep one row for each of them, you press OK. And I actually highlighted, as you can see in purple, the first occurrence of west, north, east, and south, because I wanted to prove that what logic does it use to determine which ones to keep? Because there's many for west, many for north, east, and south. So I thought it's probably going to keep the first occurrence for each one. So it's not going to keep this north or this west, because this is the first west region, this is the first north. So that color will prove it. I click the OK button, and sure enough, look how many it deleted. Over 2,000 rows were deleted. 4 remain because there's only 4 options under region: west, north, east, and south. So I can click undo, and this gets back to the original data. So you can see how useful this is. If very quickly you want to clean up some of the data, remove it, you have different options there. If you want to delete based off of all three these things being the same as another row, you would leave all of them. Let's just do that. Click a single cell, click the button. Yeah, if you want to keep all three highlighted, if you want to delete only when the entire row is the same as another row. So it may not happen very often. You could click OK, and it only finds 5 of them that are exactly the same as another row. Click the OK button, and it cleans it up for us.